Hi, it's Jeff here from the Wetsuit Centre. Just going to talk you through the F-Bomb, or Rip Curl F-Bomb winter suit for this year. This suit in particular is basically Rip Curl's top-end suit, so it's their flagship suit if you like, boasting the most amount of warmth for the Rip Curl range. There's a few reasons for that. Unlike the E-Bomb, this suit is concentrating purely on warmth. The E-Bomb kind of is more performance, a bit more about flexibility. This suit is just all about warmth. And there's a few features or a few bits of technology which Rip Curl have thrown in which sort of lend themselves to that. Let's take you through the outside of the suit first, and then we'll turn it inside out and have a little look in there. On the outside of the suit, you've got the smooth skin on the front still, just to stop any wind penetration. It's glued and blind stitched around here throughout the whole suit. Basically means that the seams don't run the whole way through, and so you're going to stop any water flushing through the suit or seeping in through the seams. The liquid or aquaband taping, or fluid weld taping, whatever you want to call it, is basically like a material which runs over the seams. Underneath that they are glued and blind stitched anyway, but this just reinforces the suit and stops any water getting through, so there's really no chance of any water getting through there. Duraflex on the knees, it's the material that all the wetsuit companies are using now. It's really hard wearing and stops the knees wearing through, makes the suit more robust, and it basically increases the longevity of the suit. It's 5'3", so you've got real thick neoprene on the legs and on the core, but they do use the E3 neoprene on the suit, as with the E-Bomb as well. So you still get the benefits of all that flexibility. If you have a little look on the arm of the suit, really loads of flexibility in that. The E3 neoprene that Rip Curl use is really the most flexible neoprene available. The benefits of that basically is obviously flexibility, so you're going to get more flex in the water, you're going to feel looser. But also the neoprene fits better to your body, especially around your armpits and all the sort of nooks and crannies basically, which means that the wetsuit's material holds better to your skin and will keep you warmer essentially. That's the theory. On the neck of the suit you've got smooth skin around the neck, and basically that stops any wetsuit rub, any chafing around your neck. Just before we look inside then, basically have a little look at the back of the suit. You've got more of the taping on the back to stop the water coming through. Minimal amount of wetsuit panels. There's hardly any panels at all on the suit, which again decreases the amount of seams and decreases the amount of water penetration in the suit, but also makes it more flexible. Less seams, more flexibility basically. So you're getting all of those benefits with this suit. Lastly, on the outside, if you have a look at the zip here, basically, this is Rip Curl's patented technology. They've got what we call a interlocking zip. It's the blue zip here basically, and what that means is that the teeth marry up so well, they sort of interlock on the suit. Get a little look, I'll zip that up. Basically that there's hardly any water will come through the zip at the back of the suit. Okay, you've got the Batwing Technology on the suit as well, so you've got the overhead flap, so any cold water flushes that come through the suit, the water is basically guided through the back of the Batwing and out of the back of the suit at the bottom here. So the idea is that you don't get, when you're duck diving or going under the water, you don't have as much sort of water flushing through the suit. Okay, so that is really, they've chucked all of their technology at the suit, being the flagship suit. So we'll turn it inside out, and then I'll talk to you a little bit about what's going on inside the suit. So here we have the inside of the Rip Curl F-Bomb. And this suit is all about firewall. As I say, it does have the E3 neoprene in it, so it is still really, really stretchy. That's throughout the whole suit, as you can see. On the back here, got the E3 running through the whole suit. Minimal amount of panels as well. So although you get real great flexibility, you also get all of this firewall. All the red material here is the Polypro firewall which Rip Curl use, which from personal experience I know is really fantastic, really, really warm. And the idea of that, it's like a thermal rash vest or thermal underwear. Basically the material holds the hot air against your body, and it makes a marked, really noticeable difference to wetsuits that don't actually have that. On the inside you can see that we've got the liquid taping as well, which just reinforces the seams again. So in theory, basically, the seams have just been totally blocked off from any kind of water entry, and so you're really going to notice that no water is going to get through the suit apart from through like the cuffs and the collar of the suit. That's how good suits have really got these days, especially when they contain all these sort of features. Firewall on the chest and on the back as well, right down to the knees, as you can see. That's really important around your kidneys, obviously where your blood goes through. You need to keep that area nice and toasty so that your blood keeps warm and then pumps through your body. It's going to give you extra time in the water basically. So that's pretty much what the suit's about, but a nice nifty little feature which Rip Curl have included this year. The Batwing, which is the entry system, which we talked about before, which goes over your head, used to be a lot of a problem basically when you actually put the suit on, which a lot of people will know, watching this, the Batwing would slip down your back, and you have to get your mate or some stranger in the car park to try and pull out the Batwing. What they've done, which is a nifty little feature, is just put a little bit of Velcro on there, or a bit of fluffy material, and that attaches to the collar there. So when you get in the suit, you can just pull it up, pull it over your head, and you don't have to fish it out, basically. And what did happen a lot is people were overstretching it and sometimes like stressing the Batwing when they didn't need to. So really simple, but a nice little feature which obviously shows that Rip Curl have thought about what their customers are after. So, top end suit from Rip Curl, the F-Bomb, definitely a contender for one of the warmest suits on the market this year, and one of the most flexible. So enjoy.